Hi, everyone. Got a lot to do today. I don't know if I'm going to get this finished or not, but I'm going to try. So I'll wait for a few minutes to see who's coming in. And in the meantime, I will show you the doll that these wings belong to. I'm going to try not to disturb this yet. So here she is. I have not named her, so I don't know what her name is. But she is a steampunk fairy that I made a while back this year. I think it was this year on a hop, and she's all hand sculpted out of fabric. She has real eyelashes, and she's wearing. Let me scoot this back a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, she's pretty long. She's about, I think, 24 or 26 inches long. She's wearing knee pants. She's got striped socks. Her shoes haven't been made yet. And her clothes are attached, so they're not meant to come off. She has a little key ring here on her corset, and her top, her jacket, whatever you want to call it, has a ruffled bottom, puffy sleeves. Here's the back. So my purpose is I want to try to finish her. Her hair needs fixed, but I'm not going to fix it until everything else is done because it just gets messed up. And she also has a little hat, little steampunk hat. It fits like this. So these wings are for her. And if I could lay her over here, you'll be able to see how they're going to fit, something like that. So that's what I'm doing today, making wings. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because there's, like I said, a lot to do. So let me bring this back out again. Okay. So what I have to do, I've laid all my pieces out. I've drawn the pattern for the wings, and I've laid all the pieces out that I want to use. And now I have to move them because I have to make the frame. This part of the wings is a frame, and it will be wire. So I'm going to try to just move them up. If that doesn't work, I've already taken a picture. So if they get jumbled up, they'll just get jumbled up. I'm not worried about it because I have a picture to go by. But I've just taken a lot of the little things I have that are kind of steampunk looking and added them in to where they would fit. Just sort of jigsaw puzzled them in there. And then I've got this big key as the center. And there's some little steampunk bugs like that. Some gears, some clocks, some birds. Just things in general that I thought would fit, and it's all mixed metals. Okay, so here is the pattern that I need to follow, and I just decided I was going to stop this here and then continue, but I'm going to go ahead because it doesn't look right without the whole wing. Unfortunately, the way I had it laid out kind of follows these lines too. So now I can only use things that have a way to connect. And Hi, Carol. How are you? I'm doing something fun today. At least I hope it's going to be fun. It might not be fun for me, but we'll see. So I've got my pattern here drawn out. So I need to make 2 different pieces. One comes here and this one comes here. So I'm going to do that first. I had a heavier wire. And I think this might even be a 12 gauge. This is 18 gauge is what I'm going to use. And I think that this is a 12 gauge wire, but it's pretty heavy and it's harder to bend. So I'm going to try to get away with using the 18 gauge. I think it will be heavy enough. And I'm also, with all this metal on here, the wings are going to be heavy. They might even be heavier than the doll. I don't know. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Thanks for coming. But we'll see. Now, I haven't done this before, so it's going to be, there's a learning curve, I'm sure. First of all, I have to measure and see how much wire I need. Thanks for coming, y'all. So the plan is, I'll just start with this one. It's going to curl up here and then come back on itself and curl back down. So I'm going to just sort of measure it like this. It's as easy as any other way. I don't mind if I have too much wire. I just don't want to fall short. So I need 2 of that plus a little more just to be safe. Might help if I use scissors. So I can cut one piece to this. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we've had a busy day so far today. Got home a little bit early, so I had time to come down and work on this a little bit before I went live. Okay. And you can't see me, but I'm measuring this wire against this string that I just used. Now I'm thinking the top one's going to be about the same. Should be. Plus a little bit maybe. So I'll leave the bottom one over here. And I better measure it just to be sure. Curly Q, curly Q. I hope this works, you guys. I've had this doll sitting up here for quite a while, waiting to be finished. Yep, about the same size. I still have to make boots for her and finish fixing her hair with that. Whoops, dropped my wire. The hair won't take long. The boots might take a little bit longer to figure out exactly what I want. And I might end up making boots with spats, but I'm not sure yet. I think everything else is done. So she needs shoes, her hair fixed, and her wings. And that should be all. Okay. All right, so this is going to be the main frame. Oops. And so I could start. I'm going to start with the bottom one. And I'm going to start right here. First, I'm going to fold it. So that I could start here. And some of this is going to have to be out of the screen because the wire's too long until I start working on it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just follow this design. And I'm just going to do it probably with my fingers and bend the wire. Hi, Pam. Thank you for coming. How are you today? I'm working on fairy wings. So this is what I'm going to do. As I go, I'm just going to try to make it similar to what I have on my page here so that it will stay in place. And then I will take my hammer and harden it a little bit so that it will stay even better. It's going to be a little flippy floppy for a little bit while I get it started. And I might end up moving these charms out of the way if they bother me too much. Here's my apple. Here we go. Put that on there, that might help. Now the ideal way to do this is if you've got some kind of board that you can put push pins in, you can lay this down and pin it as you go. But somewhere I have a macrame board, but I'm not sure where it's at, and I didn't think to get it out. Okay, here we go. We're curling around here. But you can see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to follow this line to get it in shape. Just using my fingers right now. Let's see where the pliers I want. Okay, so close to it. It's not going to be perfect because I don't have a form to do it on, but it'll be okay. And I'm just helping curl this wire to curl around. Now I also could have done this two together. You mean on the doll, Carol? I think that would be even more flippity floppity, possibly. Where the pliers are I'm looking for. There. Or do you mean like on a board or something? Okay, now I followed, I don't know if you can see, I followed this curl. Now I'm going to come back this way. To make the curl go back on itself. And right now I'm just kind of trying to get it kind of close, and then I can go back in and work it around a little bit. Okay. And once it's tied together, it will lay flat, a lot flatter. So that's pretty, whoops, where am I? That's pretty close right there. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, now I got to do the other side. Come here, apple. My big apple. Okay, so here we go again. Going around. And then I think once I get this piece done, I think I'm going to go ahead and add the charms on it. That way it will be nice and steady. And then I'll do the next one, the top one. My fingers are cramping already. That doesn't surprise me. Okay, let's see, where are we here? There we go. Now, I could also tape this down. Could have put it under my glass mat with the pattern under it, or on another piece of glass, and taped it down as I went, but that's, I don't know, this is working okay. Hi, Ruth. Thank you for coming. Okay. That one's in place. That one's in place. Okay. Now I can turn this one back on itself. Oops. This is all kind of fiddly, so I know it's kind of boring to watch, but you got to do it to get to the rest. Now that's just going to come back around and down. And down. Okay, now excuse me for sniffing. For some reason today, my nose just got a little bit sniffly on the way home from church. Now, remember, however this comes out, it makes no difference. I just want it to be pretty close to the same on both sides so that it looks, doesn't look goofy. But there's no pattern I'm following or anything, so I don't have anybody to answer to for it. So, okay, come on you. All right, so I'm going to take some small wire. And this is, what is this? It's tangled for one thing. Excuse me. This looks to be maybe 24, 26 gauge, something like that. It's not labeled. And this is just, they call it German silver wire. You can buy it at Joann's or Hobby Lobby. And what it is copper wire that's coated with a silver coating. All right, now I got me some little wire. I'm going to cut it in a few small pieces so it's not so wiggly. Because this is how all these pieces are going to be attached, is with wire. And And yes, I could leave it long, but there's enough wiggling going on. I thought it would be better to just make them short. So, I missed anybody? Okay, Carol, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Have a good evening. So I'm going to get these pieces put together so they'll be easier to handle. I'm just wrapping the wire around a few times, just enough to secure it. And then I'm going to, I'm going to come up to this piece, which doesn't want to do it because this needs to bend. There. This goes flying. If I go flying across the room, you'll know why. Because this wire shot me over there. All right. Come on, you. I think that's actually good that it wants to recoil because that'll give it more strength, I think. So now I'm just wrapping it around a few times. So I wrapped these two pieces together right here, and then I brought this down and wrapped it. I took each side of the wire, wrapped it on each side, and then I'm wrapping it and tightly. Now I'm going to wrap it around just this wire here, and that'll make it even more secure. And I'll do that on both sides, I think. I just don't know how far I'm going to get on this because I don't know how hard it's going to be, but I think it'll be fun, so I'm going to try. I'm just pushing that wire down so it's snug, and I'll do the same thing on this side, wrap it around the top one. Just help to secure it so it doesn't slide around, I hope. Shouldn't be able to. Okay, now let's get this straightened out. Now's when I have to figure out what to do because I'm not sure about this. I want to get this folded up. And this one. This one doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, let's go to the back. Here we go. Maybe that'll be better. He's going up, and he's going up. Sorry, I know I'm going out of screen a lot. did wrong. Okay. Supposed to be following this shape I put down here, and I certainly did not. Forgot to do something. No wonder I had so much wire left. Go back and see what we can do. Hi, Janet. Thanks for coming. I had a boo-boo. I have to do it over. Like I said, this is a learning situation for me. Taking apart is always harder than putting together, I think. All right, now, I'll straighten this back out so I can still use it. Hi, Ruth. What do you have for supper? All right, so now I get this all straightened out and I'll start again. Okay, so what the mistake I made was I did this so that everything was up here. I'm supposed to have it down here. So that's why the wings look so tiny. Ouch. So let's try that again. Darn. I'm a good wrapper. I didn't want to come off. Here. Okay, so this part's all still right. But this has to come down to here. And the other side has to go up because I have to have this part right here. And I didn't. I forgot about that. Okay, apple. And then this one is a marker. We'll attach right there. And this one will attach right there. All right. Now let's see if that'll be better. Yes, I did draw the pattern, Ruth. At the beginning, I had all my charms all laid out on here so you could see how it's hopefully going to look. I just drew the pattern according to the size of the doll, basically, what I thought would look okay. I have a little piece of wire still hanging on. There we go. Okay, so this needs to hook up here. I hope you can even see anything I'm doing. It's probably a little confusing with the pattern underneath. As soon as I get through using the pattern, I'm going to put the pieces all back down on it so it'll be easier to work. And this one goes on the bottom, right here where I marked it. Oops, wait a minute. Did I get it wrong again? I don't think I did. Why did I mark that there? Huh. I don't know why I did that. Oh my. You know, it would help if I could see what I'm doing. I guess when we get back from Mexico, I'm going to have to set an eye doctor appointment. Grief. All right. So I've wrapped this wire around a couple times. And I'm snipping it off. And then let's see, I want to crimp it down so it doesn't poke me. I'm just using my crimpers. It's not meant to crimp wire, but that's a lot of people use it for that. It just sort of pushes the wire points down out of the way. Okay, now finally, let's see. It's flattened. This wire needs flattened. I can't imagine doing this with that heavier wire. I'm glad I changed my mind. This is hard enough to work with. It's not really hard. It's just, wire. Okay, so that is pretty close. Little bent, but once everything gets wired on there, it will go better. Okay, now I said I was going to do the bottom first, didn't I? So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pull back down. I'll set this aside for a minute. And then I took a picture. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to start this again. This is going to go here. I just picked out whatever I had in my metal stash. Now remember, the key goes in the middle right here. Then, let's see, I got this. Oh, I'm not working on the top, am I? Working on this one. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's work on this side first. I hope it is, Ruth. I hope it's not so heavy that it won't, you know, I'm putting it on my fairy doll. I don't know if you remember her or not. Oops, there goes a piece of wire. On this gal. Hello. So let's see what we can do. I think I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. So it's basically just going to be a lot of attaching together, sort of like a little jigsaw puzzle, like I said earlier. And I want it to be inside the wire. So I think once I get a few on, it won't be as difficult. And it needs to be a little ways from the front, I mean the middle. So I had to use things that had holes so that I would be able to put the wire through. It's hard to do without laying it down. I'm trying not to hit these pieces, so I think they're going to end up getting moved. And I can run the wire, you know, along the edge. So I think I'm going to do it like this. Hold on. I have to have more room. Okay, so what I was going to say is I think I can just wrap it as long as I keep it away from the bigger wire, or just, you know, not over top of it. That's what I'm trying to say. And I could just go on with this wire and go in this one. I know it's hard for you to see because it's hard for me to see. There you go. And this thin wire, if you bend it too many times, it will break because it is thin. And the more you bend wire, the more brittle it gets. Okay, one piece. Looks a little messier than I would like. Hopefully I'll get better as I go. I think I'm just going to continue along this edge. And there are a couple of things that aren't going to be attached very well, like this spider. It only has 2 places to attach it. So well, I'm sort of wrapping it around the edge of the piece. I don't know if that has a front or a back. I think this is a front. So on this one, since I don't have any little holes to put it in, come on. I'm just going to wrap it around the leg. The leg has a little bend there, so it should hold it. Should hold it. And then it also has this right here, which I'll use it too. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid overlapping it with the wire. And I don't really have to worry about twisting it, the wires together, because if I use enough wraps, then it will hold it. The wire will stay in place, is what I'm trying to say. I used to wire wrap a lot of stuff. I can tell I'm really out of practice. Of course, this isn't quite the same, but kind of. And it could be that I'm not going to be able to avoid overlapping the outer wire. It might be better not to. Okay. Excuse me. So then I just mash that flat. Okay, so there's 2 pieces. I'm going to slide this down to where it belongs. So see what I'm saying is there's no way for me to attach this to this. So this is going to have to attach to something else to hold it in place, and so will this. But I guess when the other wire comes down behind it, because see this wire is going to be here. I'll be able to attach it to that one also, but that will have to be afterwards. So for right now, it's just going to be loose like that. I don't know why this one doesn't want to do its thing right. There. Okay, what's next? This guy. So as you can see, this is going to be a long process. Ruth, you could actually weave the wire through there, but this wire, like I said, in order for it to be thin enough not to show a lot and still hold up, the more you wrap it, the thinner or the more brittle it gets, and eventually it just keeps breaking. So it's just as easy to do the little pieces, and that way you don't have the wire flipping around and what have you. I think it's a little easier. Now I haven't quite decided. I think I'm going to use beads maybe to fill in some spaces. but I'm not quite sure yet. No matter what I do, it's going to be fumbly. You know, it just is that type of process. It just takes a little bit of patience. Gosh, I'm so blind. Reflection comes off of this metal, and I can't see a thing. Can't see what I'm doing. But I'm still just finding a hole to poke this wire through so I can wrap it around and secure this little filigree piece. There we go. One more time. I'm hearing strange noises from upstairs. It sounds like somebody's being sick. Yep, somebody's being sick, one of the dogs. I wonder what that's about. So I'm just going to go along here and keep doing this. Okay. And this one's next. So this one I can attach to this wire, to this wire, and I can also attach it to this. I'll do the bottom first. Maybe. Oh, I should do this side first because that's easier. I forgot. I hope this makes sense. This is quite a big production here. Doesn't seem like it would be, but it is. The other thing I thought about doing is taping the pieces all together first and then take the tape off when it was all done. I mean, there's several ways you could go at it, I guess. Come on, you. Get in there. But I don't like the way that turned out. One step forward and 2 steps back. That's the way it goes sometimes. We'll try this. There. All right. And that one goes next. Let's see, what can we talk about while I get this together? Well, next weekend is when I'm going to Cancun, and I'm hoping to be able to do a live stream from there on Sunday. I have to see what time my flight gets in, but I might be able to. So then you could see how beautiful it is there and why I get so excited to go. Oops. So I'm going to be leaving Sunday morning. I think our flight arrives a little before 2 o'clock.
We're in Walmart on the way back, so if you need something, let me know.
Okay, dear. Okay, there's got to be an easier way to do this, so I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. So we figured out just to keep plugging on, keep at it, keep trying. Keep a trying. I had a feeling it was going to be fiddly. Fiddly. Oh, here come the dogs. Dad just left, so they don't know what to do with themselves now. All right. That wasn't too bad. Make one more to pass on this one. So I am I'm hoping to get there in time to, like, ride around, give a little tour, and go down by the ocean. Well, as close to the ocean as I can get in my scooter, and show you what's down there. Everything's so pretty at night, but it won't be dark yet, I don't believe. I better go another one with this one. I'll be gone. I'm leaving on the 9th, and I'll be back. I think I'm back on the, I think we come back on the 18th. So almost 10 days. My husband leaves after I do. I go down early with my daughter and son-in-law. And then he and my granddaughter, they'll bring the rest of the people who are coming. I think they've got, I don't know, 12 or 15 people. So they will meet them at the airport to help them take care of all of their travel documents and what have you. And then they'll all come on the 11th. So I'll be there a couple of days before him. Well, hey, no. We don't need that. So, and the reason we do it that way is because my daughter and my son-in-law have things they have to do before the people arrive, as far as getting reservations set and stuff like that, making sure everything's ready to go. And the reason I go with them is we take my husband's and my granddaughter's luggage with us, because on Southwest you get 2 checked bags. And so we take all that, and they take me, so I'm out of his hair, and he doesn't have to worry about me at the same time he's worried about 15 other people. And, so it works out well, and I get a few extra days. So I don't complain. Ruth, I don't have anyone that's going that wants a session, but I will be taking things for my own self to work on. So yeah, there'll be some crafting. I have to see what I'm going to do that Sunday. Let's see, what day do I come back? Might have 2 Sundays there. Surely I do. Let's see. Yeah, I have 2 Sundays there. So during one of those, if it works out, if the connection is good enough, then I'll do at least some kind of crafty session while I'm there as a live. May not be the first Sunday though, because I'm not sure exactly what time we're going to get there, and if everything will be done in time. So I'm not sure if I'll be on next Sunday or not. It just all depends. Okay, now that's looking better. Making more sense. And then this is going to go up here. So that will connect to this. Okay. It's going to go this way. I know I'm taking, since it's just me and we haven't planned any other craft stuff, no, but I'll take enough stuff to where if somebody wants to do something, they can. And I actually know 2 of the couples that are going. So, but I don't know if the girls want to do anything like that or not. It's hard to believe, but everybody doesn't like doing this kind of stuff that we do. It's hard to believe, but it's true. But these girls might want to. And then there's a couple of other people coming that I don't think I know. Some people are return travelers on the Mexico trip. So I know them because I've been the last 6 trips I've been on. So, But then there's some people I don't know. So anyway, I'm taking coloring, of course. I always take coloring. And I'm going to take, on November 11th, I have this big day at church where the ladies are going to make cards for their card ministry. And I'm sort of in charge of the production end of it. So I have a few images that need to be colored or inked or whatever. So I'm going to take those because they'll be easy to do when I'm just sitting around, I don't usually go off site to the excursions because I've been on them so many times already. And I just like to enjoy myself and get in the pool and that kind of thing. So that's what I mean when I say sit around a lot. I go to relax. And for me, relaxing means crafting. So I always take something. And I'll probably take some stitching to do. So yeah, I'm going to take a few things. And I always have enough with me if anybody wants to play along, they can, This wire is very thin. But this is working. It just takes some time and concentration, a little bit of concentration on what you're doing. A little bit of fitting to make sure you're putting it in the right place. But so far it seems to be doing okay. So that one's going to go like that. So that has to also be wired to there. Then this one goes in here. This one goes here. So I can attach these two right there. This one. I want to leave enough room. Okay, the big one and that one. All right. See how this is working out? Like I said, it takes time and a little bit of fiddling, but I think it's going to work. And I don't think it's going to be as heavy as I was afraid it was going to be. I haven't figured out how to attach it to her yet, but I think the best way is going to be to sew a slot on the back of her dress and have a piece that will just slide down in the slot. That way, if somebody wants to take it off, they can. So this is making a lot more sense. If I put right sides together and wire it, then I can flip it over, or I should be able to, and it won't overlap, but this is a little bit there. I don't know if that looks right. There, yeah, that looks right. Where's my hammer? Yeah. Okay, coming along, coming along. This one. And that one. So what I have to do now is this is going to go here. So it can attach pretty easily to those, and it can attach to this one. Has to attach to this one, so that will be a long wire. And this has to attach down here and up here. So this can go in after, I guess. So let's see how we're doing here. This one goes to, let's do these two. Nope, this needs to go to this first. Oh. So I've gone through and found, I looked on the internet and found, oh, I don't know, about 10 different card designs, greeting card designs that were that I can make very generic. It doesn't matter, you know, if it says happy birthday or whatever, as long as I can. Well, phooey, I got that on backwards. I'm going to take that off. Because, you know, I could put whatever greeting we want to put on there. And it might be that they're all going to be birthday cards. I'm not sure what they finally decided. I'm just a production person. I'm not in the planning part. So whatever they want, that's what I'm going to do. I told them I'd be happy to help them with the making part, but I don't want anything to do with the distribution. Oh, Ruth, the last time I was there in end of February, they have a theater where they do shows at night. It's an outside theater. It's covered. The top's all covered. And it has a terrace on one side that's meant for smokers. So smokers have a place, to sit during the show. But in the daytime, nothing's going on there. The only thing going on is they're practicing. So I go up on that terrace that's meant for the smokers. They have little tables there with comfortable chairs, like rattan chairs. And I go up there and color and what have you, while everybody else is out running around to Tulum and all those places. And I just have a big time sitting up there all by myself. And I listen to them practice their show for the night, and it's covered, but it's out in the open, sort of. And it's just nice to look up and see the palm trees blowing around, and I can see people as they're walking by, and all that. So I just really enjoyed it. I went up there almost every morning. And then there's another place where I sit a lot. It's there's a covered walkway from one end of the resort to another, and the resort, I think the shoreline is like 1.6 miles long in front of the resort. Now, not all of that is beach. Some of it is rocky, but they have plenty of beach, and then there's the shoreline. So the whole complex is at least that long because it goes all the way along the coast. So there's covered walkways that can take you from one end to the other or through the buildings, if it were raining or something and you don't want to get in the rain. And there's one walkway that's really nice. It's between two pools, and it's kind of elevated, and it's a great place to sit. And once again, they have a smokers area there. I never see anybody smoking, so I guess it's just designated areas. And all the places that have nice little tables to color at or whatever are smoking areas. Isn't that hilarious? So, but when I go, there's really nobody there, and I just sit there and enjoy myself and color, and people walk by and stop and talk and see what I'm doing, and it's really enjoyable. And so that's where I go to color usually, or I could go in the lobby. The lobbies there's like, I think there's 6 hotels. I can't remember if it's 5 or 6, and each one is decorated differently. So each lobby is different. I could sit in any lobby I want to. It doesn't matter. Even it doesn't matter which hotel I'm staying in. So I'll go to the lobby and sit there and enjoy myself, get me something to drink, and sit there and color. Now, I've really only done the craft stuff up on the terrace at the theater because I spread it out. I scoot 2 tables together and spread it out. But in the other places, I'm at a smaller spot, and I can just sit there and enjoy myself and see the people walking by. I like to watch the people, look out at the water. I find it very relaxing. And then if I want to go swim, I just pack my stuff up, pack my coloring up, usually, and go down to the swimming pool because I've got my suit on over with the cover up, So I got it made. I don't have to answer to anybody until supper time. I find it very relaxing, especially since I don't really have much of a schedule. The meals are the only schedule really for me. Okay, so this is coming along. It's not looking too bad. Oh, that needs connected. Those 2 need connected. I knew this was going to take a long time, or I figured it was. But at least I'm getting it started. It's been sitting here for a while. You know, this wire gets brittle really fast, but I don't want to use any heavier because it would just stand out too much, I think. I started watching a show last night called on HBO called Never. It's kind of different. I think I'm gonna like it. Livia's shorts are not done, but they will be. At least I got them fixed. I don't know what was with that pattern directions. I finally got it straightened out. The part of the pocket part that I was working on. Bella? Bella? Come here. What's the matter? What's the matter? You choking? You got heartburn again? We might have to give you that medicine. She's over there. Sounds like she's dry heaving or something. Last time they said she was having reflux. And I have medicine to give her that they wanted me to give her every day. And it just made her sick. Didn't get her. It helped, I think, with the reflux, but it made her sick otherwise. So after about 5 days, I stopped giving it to her and just decided, you know, if she has a problem, I'll give it to her then. But I don't see any sense in making her sicker. So I think I'm going to have to give her some this evening. She kept me up all night the last time when she was doing that. I sat up with her in the chair. Anyway, where was I? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So anyway, Becky found a tutorial, so I went and looked at the tutorial, and the tutorial was by the girl that designed it. Designed the shorts, and it was very clear, made perfect sense. So I thought, well, did I just read that wrong? I thought I was losing my mind. I thought, did I just read that wrong, or have I lost my touch, or what's the deal, you know? Nope, I read it twice, and it still didn't make any sense. So I think something just wasn't right about the directions. But I followed her tutorial, and so far it's been great. I'm just going to keep following it while I'm working on it. The rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. But she does the placket zipper. Well, Janet, it might be because we ran out of the food they were eating. Excuse me, and got some other just until I can get their other the end of this week. I have to get it from the groomer because they don't have it in the store. And she buys it by the pallet load. So I get it from her pretty cheap too. But so anyway, we got some to get by until they're going there Saturday. But yeah. And I told him last night, I said, do you know that I think this is the exact same food we had before? Because we still have a huge bucket of it out there that we quit feeding them. And I think we've gotten the same thing again. So it really doesn't surprise me. But I have to do something about it. I tell you, Cammy is just run me ragged. I don't know what to do with her. I've never had so much trouble with any one dog about so many things. She just is a little stinker. She will eat anything she can get in her mouth. I mean, anything. Bugs, string, plastic, cotton, I mean, anything. Paper. So I have to watch her constantly to make sure she's not getting into something. And she still does, even with me watching her as much as I possibly can. I mean, you can't watch them every single second. But when she's outside, she eats every bug she finds, which sometimes is not very good. So, I don't know. She tore up a pillow yesterday, or no, this morning, out on the patio. It was an old pillow. It wasn't that big of a deal, but I don't want her getting in the habit of doing that stuff. Just never had trouble with one like I have with her with that kind of stuff. It's a good thing she's cute. But some days she wears me out. Poor Bella. Bella's really a pretty good dog. She is. She's had more sick problems than Cammy has so far, but otherwise she's a pretty good dog. She doesn't tear anything up. She doesn't go potty in the house unless she's desperate. And she usually tries to go on the pad, although sometimes she doesn't quite hit it. But temperament-wise, she's pretty good. Cammy is a knothead. Neither one of them want to come when you call them. Some days they do, some days they don't, which really irritates me. When they've done, when Bella's done it all along, and now since Cammy's come, she doesn't want to come when she's called. And I think it's because she thinks she's going to get in trouble because Cammy gets in trouble all the time. Oh. Yeah, Ruth, that was true. The way they edit the stuff. But yeah, her shorts will be done. I don't have any appointments or anything until Friday. So I've got all week. My packing's at least half done, if not his packing's almost all done. Mine's barely started, but mine's easier because I know what I want. But so I should have, time this week to get it done. I got the one dress altered to where I hope it's going to fit her. And then she has the yellow dress left that was just totally did not fit. It's just crazy. Because I bought the patterns by the size, by their measurements. The only thing different was the waist needed to be a little bit bigger. But I forgot to check the neck length. And I think when I get a hold of her again, they've been out of town this weekend. When I get hold of her again, I'm going to measure her back neck length and see. Because I think otherwise, if it weren't for that, I think it would probably fit her okay. But I told her this morning, I said, don't expect that dress for the trip. But the other two should be. Shorts and the black dress should be good. Now, whether I get my pants made or not, that's another story. But I think I will. They should be super simple. I just want to make a couple pairs to wear. I got some black knit, quick dry knit. That's what I got. And I think that'll work pretty well. I wanted something that I could just, hang to dry and not take a whole bunch of clothes that I could just rinse out overnight and hang up overnight. I mean. Now it's coming together. Look at that. Yep, there's Spider. See how that's all fitting together? Now I'll be able to, I can do right here. I can connect that there. And I've got these other two. How do they go? Excuse me. Tammy is half goat. She jumps like a goat. Instead of, most of the time when a dog jumps off of the couch or a chair or something, they'll go to the edge and then they'll just sort of jump down. She goes to the edge and she jumps up and way out to the front of the thing. She looks just like a goat. And then she'll jump around with her legs stiff, just like a goat. So that is a true statement right there. See, I'm going to do this one right here. I hope that will stay. Maybe. I should wait for that one because that might pop out of the hole. Okay, I do think I can do this one on the end. And I'll have to go in afterwards and make sure all of these little wires are tucked in really nicely. Now I was going to put this up, but I think it's going to fit better down here. So anyway, I started to tell you about this show I was watching. Apparently, it's supposed to take place in London, I think. And apparently, one day, some kind of machine thing was going through the sky, like Victorian London. And it caused all these women and girls to become what they call touched. And they all have different things that have happened to them. Like one girl is really tall. She has like a growth spurt or something, and she's like, I don't know, 10 feet tall or something. And one lady, she has flash forward so she can see what's going to happen sometimes in the future. Another lady got really smart about electricity and things, building things, making things, and just all different stuff like that. And one, there was a man that it happened to, who was able to heal people, and just different things like that. But it's mostly women. And of course, society knows that it happened, but they don't like it. So one lady has decided to have a home for all these girls to come to where they can live and not be afraid of people, hurting them because they're different. So that's pretty much the premise of it. I watched 1.5 episodes. And it was okay, it's probably worth watching. It'll be fun to watch. Hi, Aunt Beck. Did you get all your chores done? are you slacking? This is a pretty tedious live stream because it's very slow and what have you. But Ruth has been sticking around, and Janet's here. Hi, Janet. Who else is here? Ruth and Janet Burgess and Janet Nash. I haven't heard anybody say anything. Let me see who else is here. See, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Sharon. I don't know if Sharon's still here. Carol was here, but she had to go. Pam was here. I think that's about it. Most, at least the people who have said anything. Oh, yeah, see, there's Sharon. Yeah, I'll probably put you to sleep, Ruth. But if that's what you need, then go for it. I don't mind at all. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Did I miss anything? That one's kind of close, but I'm not going to change it. Okay, so what else do we have? Where's my picture? To see my picture. Oh yeah, I got one of these that goes here. Oh, it shouldn't go there. It needs to go down here somewhere. Oh yeah, got these guys. It goes here. What am I missing? Well, you know what? I put it up a little farther into the curl than I was going to, so I'll have to add something in. Okay, so I'm going to put him right there. And then this one goes here. And this goes here. So I have space. I have a space. Oh no, that's all the other things. I got to look in this other bag. Where'd it go? About to steal from the other side. I would have been upset then. I keep forgetting that I can fill in with beads. It doesn't have to be solid charms. So, okay. So, here we go. Let's get this guy in place. He needs to go out there. And he's going to be kind of longer. This wire needs to be longer because this only place to do it is in the center of the gear, like so. So I think I can just twist him to get him stabilized. There we go. Then come on. You need like 4 hands to do this. Excuse me. So Olivia's on her way home from Texas with her parents. They're driving, I think. And she didn't have any big wins this time, but she played well most of her games. And she had a lot of fun. So that counts in my book. And she's pretty sure she has a new sponsor, a big sponsor. So that's great. Let's see now. See, now I have to think because I'm going to attach this to this. There's going to be beads in between there. So I don't think I want to do that just yet, but I do want to get this on here. Somehow. Better flatten this first because it's sticking up pretty far. Hold your ears. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Let's see. One of my mother-in-laws I opened and watched Mary opening dresses for this week's mail. Oh. Oh, how nice. That was nice. Let's see. I don't see what Kathy said. Hi, Little Red Wagon. You know what, Little Red Wagon? I don't think I said hello to you last week when you came in. I apologize for that. Okay. Becky, I think it's great that you're dealing with that situation. Some people wouldn't. And Renee, well, I'm glad y'all are here. It's just kind of a slow process today. I'm trying to make these wings for a doll that I have had for a while that needs to be finished. I really can't do that one yet. I keep forgetting that. Okay. So next on here is this piece. So I'm just gonna Cammy, no, no, no. Sometimes you just do the best you can and go on about your business. Back over here. This wire doesn't want to mind me any more than the dog. Sometimes that's the way it is. Oh, that would be great, Becky, to have that done. I'm sure you feel like it's been forever. Sometimes things just take a long time, no matter what you do. What in the world? Okay. I guess she took that last instruction to heart because now she's laying on the couch, resting. And Bella's taking a nap, so that'll be good for a little while. So they'll be quiet for a little bit anyway. Measure, measure, measure. And hope it still comes out close. And just think, I have 3 more of these to do. 3 more of these sections to do. It's not going to happen today, that's for sure. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. But I think when it's done, I'm going to really like it. It's going to look pretty cool. If I don't tear it up. At first I thought that I would do it and then paint it all black, but I think I like the metal colors pretty well. What do you think? Kathy. Oh, I've been through that before, I tell you. Blisters on my thumb. I always get blisters on my thumb. Usually when I'm doing wire work, I tape my fingers with that self-stick adhesive bandage. Otherwise, yeah, I get it beat up pretty good. That might not work in there. Yeah, it will. And it's not over yet, Kathy, so who knows? Hi, Judy. It's kind of a hard thing to show, I guess, because you have to turn things so much. You got to be close enough if you're going to see anything, but then you get too close, and every time you turn something, it makes everybody dizzy. Those flip-flopping around. Ah, come on, you. This would be a lot easier if you did it with thread. You could whip around those corners and be done in no time, I do believe. If I ever do another one, that's what I'll do. Put some mesh of some kind, tool or whatever, and stretch it around the wings and then sew the gears over top of it. I think that would be a much easier way to go. Of course, you don't think of these things until after you've already done the hard way. At least I don't. Well, sometimes I do if I think about them long enough, but I didn't think about this real long. I just knew this is kind of what I wanted to do, and I thought I wanted to do it today. So there you go. All right. Come on, you little booger, you. Well, I have several things I want to do, but I wanted to get some of these things out of the way that have been sitting here before the end of the year. Alrighty. So I have two dolls that I want to finish. One is the Steampunked fairy, and the other one is the circus doll. Where is she? Put her here somewhere where I can reach her. There she is. And I think she's gonna get a tutu. Here she is. Woo! Surprise! Hello! Well, here's her body. So that's all painted on. The fabric's all the colors are all painted on. I like her too, but I think she's going to have a tutu, just a tutu. That's all I'm going to add to her, and she'll be done. I thought we were having a sale this weekend, but I know Keisha wasn't feeling well the other day, so I'm wondering if she just is sick. Or she decided to have it next week and I didn't know about it. Thank you, Kathy. White smile. She's supposed to be clownish, you know. That's her circus attire. I've got a whole bunch of cabochons that I would like to wire wrap, but I was kind of putting all that off. I have some beading I want to do too, but I have got to get my eyes checked. I've got this about 8 or 10 inches from my face right now. Part of it's the shine off of the wire and all, but you know, it makes it hard to see it. But part of it's just plain my glasses need changed. It hasn't been that long since they were changed. I just didn't think they were doing me much good since they've been changed. So I need to go back. Okay, now I think I'm going to put this one more thing here. I think I'm going to put it right here. Or maybe somewhere. Right here. And then I'm going to leave the rest of that space open for beading, or if I decide I can add something else to it later. And I'll have to go back and, do some fill in and all that. But these are the main pieces that everything else can be worked around. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. So there. I hate to say it, but I was just talking about the dogs a while ago. I'm going to kind of be glad to be away from them for a little while. Give me time to think about what I want to do. What in the world? To get rid of some of the problems we're having. A time when I'm not frustrated and want to whack them. Which I would never do, but, sometimes you just want to pull your hair out. Cammie's going to have several changes in her self. We can't keep going the way it is. So something's got to happen. Sometimes I wonder if she doesn't get enough stimulation. And that's just how she works it off. But, they run, they play constantly. They're either sleeping or running and playing most of the time. And we play with them inside and out. They have a big yard to run around. So, I don't know. Something's got to give. Well, she'll either be pampered or she'll learn to behave a little better, because there's 7 other schnauzers plus Bella where they're going to be. My groomer is also a breeder, and she has 7 of her own that live in the house. They're not a puppy mill. She breeds high quality, I guess they call it, dogs. And if Cammie had been a male, she would have been an excellent show dog, apparently. Some lady was there one day when they were there getting groomed, and she had a fit over Cammie, and she wasn't even full grown yet. And she said, "Are you sure you don't want to breed her?" I said, "It's too late for that, and no, I don't want to breed her." But that was pretty nice to hear that, Maybe she thinks she's a diva. I don't know. But our previous dog that died in 2016, she was the smartest little dog I've ever seen. She was part Yorkie and part Schnauzer. And she just was smart, very smart. We didn't have to worry about her running away. I mean, you know, she would make herself sick before she'd go potty in the house. She just was like that. But Bella, she's had a few health problems, not bad, but she had some trauma that happened to her, and I think that changed her personality quite a bit. I think she was much more outgoing before it happened, and so she's pretty mild mannered. She doesn't. She kind of lets Cammy have her way. You know, you could tell that she's still the boss, but you know, when they're playing, if Cammy grabs a toy and takes it, Belle just lets her take it. You know, but if there's something Cammy's doing that Bella doesn't like, for instance, touching her while she's sleeping, it's terrible. Then she'll let her know, no, you're not doing this. So get over it, you know. And Cammy backs off. It's not like she's a bully or anything. But they get along pretty well most of the time, except for, like I said, when they're in bed asleep, Bella does not want Cammy touching her. They can be in the same bed, but she doesn't want her touching her. So even when they're on our lap, if I've got both of them on my lap, one's on one side and the other one's on the other side, and they don't touch each other because Bella doesn't like it. So I don't know what that's from, but other than that, they get along fine. Which, you know, that's why we got Cammy in the first place. No live with Mary tonight? She said that, or? Well, because it's past my time, but if she's not going to go live, then I'm just going to keep working. And y'all are welcome to stay, or if you're sick of looking at this, you're welcome to find someone else to watch. It's more interesting. Oh, she said it. Okay, thanks. Well, I'm just going to hang around then until I have to get off. My husband's gone to help his cousin fix something. I don't know what. He's always having to go help him fix something. So he won't be here for a while. So and the dogs are resting. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on. Yay! Look at that. Let's see how it's going to look on her. Well, this is the bottom part, but I'm just going to pretend like it's the top part. Honey, you're taking your hat off because it's getting in the way. Okay, there you go. All right, let's see. Where's my thing? Can't. Oh, where's my mouse? Here we go. All right, let's go back. All right, so here's kind of what it's going to look like. Because, see, both pieces are the same. So we're going to pretend like this is the top. And it'll have some beads in the spaces. So this will be beaded all the way up into this curl with beads going across. I think it's going to be cute. Then I'll have a way to attach it at the back so that it can come off if somebody wants to take it off. What do you think? I didn't want them to be humongous. I mean, they're big enough as it is. But then the other one will come out about right here. So you'll see two of these. One will be down a little lower. I think I like it. Wait, do I have it in the right place? Yeah, right there. Okay, so guess I'll continue on to the other one, but I want to hook this. Hi, Janet. Wait a minute, I can't see. Where's my mouse? I can't see you. All right. See how that does. There we go. Okay, Janet is leaving. Oh, thanks, Janet. I hope you sleep well. Oh, great. I'm glad everybody likes it. But you see what I'm saying? I will fill in the spaces probably with beads or wire or something crossing along there. So that one needs connected. This needs connected down here. And when I do the other one, the top one will be over top of this one or under. I think it's going to be under it. Then if I need to, I can attach these to that wire too. So I think that'll work. All right, let me get this one laid out. I got to get my picture out again. So if you weren't here at the beginning, if you can see this, that's what I had it laid out. The whole thing laid out. It's at the beginning of the stream. Okay, there's that one. Now here's this one. Let's see. We got this. Another one of these. Copper one. One of those. Clock. See, I'm not crazy about all these circles right here together, but I think it's gonna stay that way. A bird. This big one. Red one. A beetle. Should have went over to the jewelry section of this store. I should have went over to the jewelry section, and I know I've got some other stuff that would look cool on here, but I didn't. So I'm just going to use these. This one. This one. Okay. All right. Here we go again. I'm going to put the key on first because I think that will help keep this in place. It's still kind of humpy there. My other hammer. I don't know where my other hammer is. I'll just use this one. Okay, so wire. So let's see what else. This time on the trip, we're not offering t-shirts. Usually they have been getting a special Riviera Maya Friends on the Go t-shirt that I produce, but this time we're not. I have a feeling there's going to be some people who want to know why. Where's our t-shirt? But I was kind of glad not to have to do them. because I had a lot of other stuff to do. I have so many ideas. I'm changing subjects again. I'm not talking about the trip anymore. I have so many ideas of stuff I want to do here lately. I just had a stream of ideas, but I just can't do it all at the same time. I want to do it now. I don't want to wait, but you have to wait. Sometimes you gotta wait and not be impatient. Don't kink the wire. It's not pretty when you do that. Kinky wire is not nice. It's a little nerve-wracking seeing all this stuff kind of flipping around, but I mean, it'll eventually get attached. All right, now this needs to go. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in where you can see things. All right, I'm going to take advantage. There's a little groove there, so I'm going to take advantage of that and secure this in really well. I'm going to wrap it one more time under that wire. And then secure it. The top. This is relaxing. It's not nerve-wracking, but I worry about, how boring it is. But I'm enjoying it, so. Okay, here's the top. Now, this one will be a little bit harder because the wrap's going to show more. Let's see. I think I'll start it down here. Let's give it a little twist there. And then I really don't want that to show down there, but I guess it's go. Oh, that's right. I had another thing to go at the bottom. Here it is. this little heart with wings. So I'll put it at the very bottom. And I'll turn this over to see what I'm doing. This same on both sides. So I'm going to take one of these wires. It's connected here already. And go down through here. Maybe. There we go. Trying to think of an easy way to do this where it's not gonna. Maybe a bead would be appropriate. Still didn't do it. Come on, little wire. Come on, little bead. Help me out. Hit me out here. There. That's better. Excuse me. All right, now what? I need to go around the post. I'm trying to fix this so it will sit kind of straight. I mean, it can kind of move, but I'm not really crazy about it moving. Okay, so now I'll leave that for this second. I might have to go back and add some more wire to it, but let's get this key situated. Do I know what I'm doing? No. I'm just kind of playing it by ear here, folks. Oh, yeah, Becky. We had the same idea at the same time. So it must have been a good idea. All right, now let me see if I can get this. I have to be so careful with this wire. Well, I guess that's good then, Janet. I'm a good faker, I guess. I had someone tell me one time whenever you get up to give a speech or a demonstration or to sing or whatever it is you're going to do, if you act like you know what you're doing, you'll do fine. I don't know if that's always true, but it seems to work most of the time. Okay, now let's see. I can bend that to the back. To the back, to the back. Was Mary not feeling well, or she just tired, or did she say? Okay, now let's see. Yeah. So those will be incorporated later. I need to wire this before I go any farther. Did I use all that wire? Yes, I did. Oh, there's a piece. Because it keeps sliding around, and if I wire it here, so I about got all my laundry caught up yesterday except for sheets. I actually have a couple of sets of sheets that need washed. And whatever clothes we wore yesterday and today, if I keep it caught up this week, then I'll be good for the weekend. That's what I did yesterday all day. So what do you think? If I'm going to sell this doll, do you think I should make the wings so they stay attached, or so they're removable if somebody wants to remove them? It's about the same amount of work either way. Phew. Okay, that's better. Really, where these are all attached, it doesn't feel flimsy at all. Just where they aren't attached, that's that's where it comes in. And they will get done later. So that fits pretty good. Okay, I'm going to start on this side. I forgot how it was already. So that it stays, Janet? Okay, so this one's next. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should totally attach it. I mean, that's part of the steampunk idea. It's not a Barbie, it's an art piece. Oh, hi, Angie. Angie, do you know if Keisha's sick? I think maybe she's sick. Because the other day, last week, one day last week, she told me it was going to be this weekend. The sale was going to be this weekend. And then I saw also that she put in a message where she wasn't feeling well. And it's not like her to miss. So I'm thinking maybe she's ill or something's happened in her family. I didn't want to call and text her in case she's ill. I didn't feel like getting messages. Well, I think I'm getting better at this. Oh dear. That's Bella being sick. Well, I had a feeling she was telling me the wrong thing because Friday was not the first, so it's not really, it's hard to know what's actually the first weekend when it hits like that. So if she told you that, then maybe she's just resting. Who knows? You all right, Bella? You okay? Get you a drink. Go get you a drink. Oh, dear. Well, maybe I will, Janet. Just leave it attached. I think that way it wouldn't get handled as much. I mean, it's not going to fall apart or anything, but, You all right, Bella? I don't know. Maybe that food is just too rich or something. Because I think it's the same food that she got sick on before. Looks exactly the same. The other food's in a bucket, it doesn't have the brand on it anymore. But it looks exactly the same. Cammy, stop it. Stop it. One being sick and the other one eating the carpet. What are you going to do? She's not really being sick. She's just dry heaving. And I think it's indigestion. Bella, what are you doing? What are you eating? Get out of there. You don't get to craft today. Put your crafting stuff down and go play. Let's see here. Gonna go here. Attach these to the key. I think.
Tammy, stop that.
Oh my word. Poor Bella. I have some meds to give her, but she has to take it on an empty stomach, and she ate just a bit ago. So I can't really give it to her yet. I'm supposed to be taking some Victoza, getting Victoza shots every day for my diabetes. And I can't get the silly needles that go with the pins. The pharmacy just keeps telling me it's too soon to get that. Well, I haven't had them in over a year, so I don't know how it could be too soon. So now I guess tomorrow I'm going to call the doctor's office and say, hey, I can't take this stuff because the pharmacy says it's too soon. So y'all need to do something if you want me to take it. Well, oh, I can't believe this time next week I'll be in Mexico. I'm so excited. Just go lay down, baby. Go lay down. You'll feel better later. She's like, Mom, do something. Do something right now. Can't wait. Can't think of any easier way to do this except maybe stitching it, like I said earlier, with some kind of mesh behind it. Then you could just stitch them right onto the mesh. I think that would work. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, this little wire gets so brittle. Okay. All right. Now, ouch. Okay. Back the way it goes. Find my picture again. There it is. Okay, so now next on here is this at the top. Well, let's see how many of these I can put together without attaching them yet. A bird. And go like that. So it can be attached to this thing. Wish I hadn't put that on yet because it's in the way. And do I want it like that? So these two can be attached. Uh-oh. I tell my husband to get him some different food, but I don't know what else to. We're trying to get, the mildest thing we could. But I'm probably going to have to find something else. I hope everybody's had a nice weekend. I have a pretty full week coming up, but it doesn't feel too bad, It's going to be mostly sewing and packing and doing laundry. That's about it. Friday's going to be really busy. Saturday's going to be busy. And Sunday I fly out. So I'll be ready for that when he gets here. Come on. Cooperate, cooperate. Wire, cooperate. through the wrong hole. Huh. Ha, ha, ha. The wire's probably saying, "You dummy, you hit the wrong hole." Nobody wants to take the blame. There we go. That's better. Cross stitch and organize. I have several big things coming up when I get back. We're having somebody come and paint our baseboards because they're getting to look pretty banged up. So we're going to get that done. I'm going to have a big clean out, another big clean out in the basement for Goodwill stuff. And what else? I know there's more. Things in general. I got to rearrange the kitchen a little bit. Or not rearrange, really, just get some stuff out of there that's in there. I want to clean out all my kitchen cabinets. I want to clean out every cabinet and every closet in the house. And that's not really that much, but it just takes me so long to do it all by myself. And I can't climb up. I can't get down. So I always have to wait till I get some help. Sounds like somebody's home. So I think I'm probably going to leave, get off of here for now. And I really appreciate everyone that came by to watch this very slow progress I'm making. But it's coming along, slowly but surely. And I think I'm going to really like it. I will show it when it's all finished. Sorry about the dog. Cammy, can you please stop? Yeah, stop. You're okay. She pays me no attention. She's ruined. Spoiled, rotten. She stinks. So on that, yes, it could just be some noise she heard. He might not even be home. So on that note, so to speak, I guess I'm going to go. Here's where we've gotten so far. Working on this side now. So thanks for sticking around and watching and talking with me. And I hope you all have a good week. And I'm sure I'll see some of you during the week around here somewhere. And like I said, have a good week and be kind to yourself and be kind to somebody else. Bye, bye, bye.